After all of the Resident Evil drama that's been going down, I had a real hankering to play something that's actually good. So I went and I picked up a little game called Nioh. And for the people that hate me, yes, I actually did go purchase this one. Nobody sent it to me, so you can shut up about that. But I wanted to just give a first impressions on Nioh. I haven't played the entire thing. I've made it to the 4th region. For those of you who have played it, you'll know where I am. I'm in the 4th region. And the last boss I fought was a particular guardian spirit that was corrupted. I don't want to give spoilers away. Anywho, I've been playing Nioh, and everybody always just assumes that I say things to be contrarian. If you don't know what contrarian is, Google it. You're on the internet, Google it. People think that I say things just so that I can rustle some jimmies or twist some panties or trigger. I don't really give a fuck. I don't care. I say what I say because it's how I feel. If I don't like something, I'm honest about it. If I do like something, I'm honest about it. So understand that I'm being honest when I say this. My opinion so far of Nioh is that it's fucking fantastic. Nioh is glorious. Don't get me wrong, thanks Skype. Don't get me wrong, it has its moments when it can be just as frustrating and as tedious as Dark Souls. In the 3rd region right now, there's a submission where I have to fight one of the bosses from the 1st region again, and he's just got a whole bunch of health, and he's really durable, and his hits do huge amounts of damage. Like, if he hits me once, I lose almost all my health. If he hits me again, I'm dead. So, it has those moments. But the combat of Nioh is fantastic. I mean, with Nioh you have, of course, your quick and your strong attacks. Now, we all know what quick and strong attacks are. We've all played God of War. We know these things. But Nioh introduces the high, mid, and low stances, which diversify the combat greatly. See, when you're in your low stance, they're relatively weak attacks, but you can do them really fast, and you can dodge, and it doesn't consume as much stamina, or ki, or kai, however you want to pronounce it. Your mid stance is your all-around regular shit. Everybody will be used to that. Everybody will be comfortable with that. And your high stance is where you have your most powerful moves, and it consumes a lot of your stamina, and of course dodging can sometimes be a little bit iffy if you don't pay attention to the stamina consumption. But when you factor in that you can do these low, mid, and high moves with your quick and your heavy attacks, it makes the combat really fucking deep. And it's not just attacking, it's also, of course, stamina management. Nioh does something that I think is really interesting. It gives you an opportunity to replenish your stamina while fighting. For instance, in Dark Souls, when you swing your sword a whole bunch of times, the bar just fills back up gradually. And that's fine. I'm not harping on Dark Souls. I love Dark Souls. But in Nioh, when you swing your weapon, the bar will deplete, and it kind of looks like the Bloodborne bar for a second there. And then this other bar will fill up slowly. And if you hit R1 and you do your ki pulse or your stamina pulse at the right moment, you will replenish that stamina instantaneously instead of having to wait for the bar to fill back up. Which means people that are good can really wail on enemies. They can do their attacks, they can do their ki pulse, get their stamina back, do their attacks some more. It's really very good. The combat is extremely good, but that's not even the extent of the combat. You see, you have all these different little things that you're always working towards. For instance, every single weapon has familiarity. And when you get the familiarity up, you'll get a skill point. And you can use that skill point and put it into your attributes and get yourself a new skill. For instance, one of the skills I unlocked recently is with the dual blades. And when I'm in high stance, I block and I start hammering on the triangle button. I just send out a flurry of blows. And that new latest boss that I fought, I got behind him and started doing that. And I started just eating into his health bar. It was going down this fucking fast. It was insanity. Utter insanity. But you have other moves. Like with an axe, you can take the axe and you can charge the enemy. Or with a spear, you can do a special move to knock them off balance and mess up their stamina. It's fantastic. But that's not all. Speaking of stamina, when you're combating enemies, you can see not only their health bar, but their stamina bar. Because when their stamina is low, you can do special moves too. For instance, you can grapple them. You can grab them, force them to the ground, and do a special move that hurts them even more. Or if they're out of stamina, you can just whack them, and when they fall on the ground, you can do a finisher move, a la Onimusha. That's why I say this game reminds me more of Onimusha than it does Dark Souls. But the combat is fantastic. And it's not just the skills that you can do. There's also other things. Like, for instance, killing 50 enemies with a sword. Or 50 human enemies. I need to make sure you understand human enemies. It's very specific about that. But when you do these things, you'll unlock a title. And when you unlock a title, you'll get points in your reputation. And when your reputation goes up and you get a new reputation level, you will get prestige points. What are prestige points? points do? You can put them into further attributes to increase your toughness, your ki, your damage towards yokai in close combat, your ability to fight back against the yokai realm, which is the dimensional force that forms around certain enemies that hinders your ability to regain stamina. Holy fuck. The combat has so many different things going for it, and it's so fucking fantastic. I love this game. But that's not even the best part. Nioh has co-op. And sure, Dark Souls will let you get at least 3 dudes in your world. Nioh only lets you have 1. But here's the best part. You can co-op normally, which is, of course, you and your buddy, and he's gold, and you run through the level and you have your fun. Or you can do a different type of co-op where both of you manifest in the world in the exact same way, and both of you can open up doors, open up chests, activate shortcuts, and if one of your buddies goes down while he's in this mode of co-op, you can go over and you can revive him, you can pick him up. You don't have to just fight the boss and then resummon him later. No, you can continue onward. Even when you're in the normal co-op with the Gold Phantom, if you beat a boss like a sub-boss, like when you get to the Slumbering Stones, there's a sub-boss. When you beat it, he doesn't leave. He continues with you through the level. That's fantastic, and Dark Souls doesn't do that. But it's not just the fact that you've got co-op in this deep combat. Here's the best part about Nioh. You can replay missions. You can replay missions as many times as you want. You can go through a mission over and over and over again in co-op as many times as you want, as long as it specifies that it's a co-op mission. There are some solo ones. I have to deal with that solo one with that boss. But you can replay missions as many times as you want. And it's fantastic. I don't say this very often, but Nioh is damn near perfect. There are certain things that suck. They need a patch. Like when I visit a shrine, it should replenish my ammo for my hand cannon or my rifle. It doesn't. It sucks. But Nioh is damn near perfect. So I'm going to say this, no hyperbole whatsoever. If you have a PS4, get Nioh. If you do not have a PS4, go get a PS4 and get Nioh. It is fantastic. I don't know how much glare there is. I see it on the camera. Nioh is amazing. Go pick it up. I'm absolutely loving it, and I can't wait to discuss it. It's fantastic. Go get it. Also, before I leave, if you're one of those people that doesn't like my facial, piercings, my jewelry, do me a huge favor. Take your opinion, write it down on a piece of paper, crumble that piece of paper up, and then stuff it up your fucking ass. Because I give less than a shit what you think about my fucking face. Thanks for watching. Do take care. Can't wait to discuss Nioh. And stop worrying about what my physical face looks like and start worrying about the topic of the game at hand, you fucking trolling cunts.